Alrighty. Oh, my shirt's like totally undone. It's so warm here, man. How you guys all doing? Hopefully the music's not too loud. Welcome to stream number 2 of our new project. I don't know if we're using top exit. Hopefully everything zone exit left. This should be zeroed out. -2.5 -2. Is that a locomotive? Pagan. Pagan. Boy, oh boy. Do I have something to chat about. So, Pagan, I have a side project. Why are we doing a side project? It'll be very clear in just a moment. Let's go to 16.9 so I can explain. So, we have on the server our zone system. Okay? The zone system is what we use to represent the inside of ships, right? So when you enter them, you're inside a ship. So in the test world that we had created originally, like this one, the one that I'm using to create the zone system, there's only one zone. And the idea with the zone system is it represents internal volumes and things that are moving. Anyway, I wanted to test them out and flesh them out, you know, to make them stable. So I've been playing a bunch of Roblox with my son, and we play this alpha game in Roblox, and it's a very simple game. The game is you take 4 people or 8 people and you jump on a train together. It's fully co-op, and you're trying to see how far you can go on fuel without running out of fuel. It plays in first person. It is a shooter. I'm literally, in my case, doing no effort. But this is day 2. This is day 2 of this project as a sense of time, right? The idea is that in this game, you have like a little town with like a saloon, a warehouse that you can sell everything, and it's just like US in the sense that instead of a gravity gun, you just pick up things and they're just kind of floating, right? But you The goal is you just start off, you buy some guns, you buy some equipment, some bandages, you jump on a train, you start going, and along the way you have procedurally generated little towns that are on fire, obstacles, zombies, all kinds of things. And in the nighttime, it's a day and night cycle. In the nighttime, you have to kind of bunker down, defend the train. And the wind state is when you run out of fuel, because eventually you will run out of fuel, and then you can't move, and the enemies will get you. Very limited amount of ammunition, very limited amount of resources, and that's the entire game. There's nothing else to it. So I was in a Discord with a buddy of mine, and I was chatting about this game, and he's like, "You should just make a prototype. I mean, that'd be like a 3-month, like no big deal side project. You can work with it, and you could just take all the technology that we've already made from the zone system, because we need a zone system for the purpose of that I had to, yeah." So, you know, I've already brought in characters that I've already purchased. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just spend around like $450 total in all the assets I need. I'm going to put together this little mini game. I'm going to see how fun it is. It's all using Unforgiven Spaces, character controller, FPS, gunplay. So it's like no rewrite of anything. And the hope is that it can stand on its own as a very small product that you can play on Steam with a bunch of friends that'll kick back some improvements to the systems that are still exactly the same as Unforgiven Spaces. Like when I'm shooting from inside a zone out into the world, or if I shoot from the world into the zone, all these little things I have to solve. But I can solve them in a microcosm, because when you think about what this is, as an example, a train is just a convoy of ships following each other, right? Because each ship has its own interior, which is its own zone, and they're just following along joined, and that's all it is, right? It's just like the same as having 3 ships following each other. The difference is this is so simple in scope. We're on day 2, actually. Day 2. This is day 2. I need to update the Steam. Let me do that now, actually. Twitch review your dashboard. Because the idea, like my goal of this particular game, Pagan, is can I make something that I can bring to market real quick as a prototype, right? As to go through the whole Steam process, and can it actually return more than say 450 USD, and provide me with the appropriate feedback from a studio level that we can use. You know, like when we're going forward with some of the US stuff. Right, so that's like that's the idea, because like I already have like a system for generating terrain. Like think about it, like terrain, like we need some very basic terrain generation, like Arizona level, right? For generating, you know, some what'll be like Mars surfaces, right? For what I call the Dune planet. And guess where I took all of this from, right? This is just the Dune planet. These are just assets I purchased. This is all the same tech. Like I'm reusing everything. This is like you said, like day 2. And if it works, then cool. You know what I mean? It Arizona, aka Flat Plain. So. Right, so like I'm replacing now a lot of the so the actors are not working right now. I need to turn off the music. I like the music. But anyway, because it's already an existing game, kind of, and I'm just kind of like mirroring it. You know, it's going to be a very simple project. So that's what I'm doing. This is just a test to see if we can. Yeah, so their colliders are like not working. So this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the actors working now today. We're gonna do some gray box real quick for fuel barrels and a few other things. And I do need to turn off the music because the music's crazy. So the female worked. I gotta export the male. And I'm gonna take some of this. There's some interesting. These are some nice meshes. Your simple is not the same as my simple, though. Granted, it's because I'm entirely too lazy. Simple in concept, right? So what do I have? Music, all the assets, all the weapons. You know. The goal is not to take it too serious. We have to literally make this a product and just deliver it, you know, just like make it, deliver it. Don't spend a lot of time on it because, you know, the focus is technology that we're going to be using for US. That's like the main, you know. Cool. Yeah, I played around with a bit of that. I don't think we have a barrel. We have a barrel in the train set. And Pagan, we have a mining variant now. We finally have the mining ship going in the game. I've been working on this really cool. I had to refactor a lot of the ship configuration stuff. This is gonna. My stream's gonna lock up for a little bit here while it's. I'm waiting to support the backend inception with SQL storage. Just give me a nightmare. The trick is to just make it an API. Like, let your game server connect to your backend as JSON. Don't handle that type of stuff directly. Just make controllers that pull all your items and serialize it. You know, make it easy. See, we have these cool crates. We have suitcases that are worth a little bit of money. I was hoping we'd have a barrel, but we don't have a barrel, so I'll have to deal with that. And we have everything else that we kind of need. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find them one very quickly, just a prototype barrel. Even on like CG Trader, like we should be able to just find a quick barrel we can use that has the correct scale. A boom barrel. Sort by price. Or look for a free one. Free wooden barrel. Sure. Because we want a coal barrel. I'm using SQLite for it, so I need to be self-hosted like Minecraft. I'm not sure if I'll use the auto increment ID. I mean, you have to. How else are you going to store things if you're not going to make it automatic? You know what I mean? You could use GUIDs, but when you're storing GUIDs, you should actually store them in their pure binary format. But IDs are fine. Like having assets tagged to an ID, auto increment, nothing wrong with that. We have a barrel. Blender, here we go. I like when it's made easy. Everything in most of the databases I built so far have had just auto incrementing IDs. Oh yeah, this is fine. And then I'll just extract the textures, put the textures in the folder. Actually, we'll just put those here. Because I want to put fuel in something, and I think a fuel barrel is not a bad approach. Yeah, that works. Okay, max ID is a lot larger than I thought. Well, I was thinking it was only went up to like 2.4 million. It's an Int32. I think it's like stupid. Like you know the amount. We need a normal. I think the other one's ambient occlusion, but I don't think we wanted to use ambient occlusion. So we'll just do roughness, non-color. Sign 64-bit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Because you don't. There's no negatives, so you get even more to work with. Barrel, and then barrel mesh. Alright, barrel is good. Wooden barrel. Where'd it go? Okay, that works. I like this one too. I bought assets, but it ended up getting it ended up being a scam, which sucked. So I was hoping we could use those for the buildings. How terrible are these? Oh, they're just individuals. Like, we can use super ultra low poly instead of a gray box. Just to get going, just to be able to place things. Yeah, the issue is they're not actually to scale. Weird. Yeah, I wonder why none of the blends are in here. Weird. Let's undo all of this real quick. And let's do find find missing files from the textures directory. Could not find wood. Really? External data. Isn't it like right there? So wooden barrel is good. Hello from outdoors. Yeah, so these do use all those textures, but those textures are like not supposed to be in the blend file. Doing something. Could not find wood texture Lipska das. Maybe it's fine though. Dial it in. Now, more simple. Maybe not that simple. Yeah, let's just make one. Okay, we have a barrel. We just like chunks of coal. Coal model pack? Oh wow, that's a lot of coal. We have any free coal? Hey Mungalo. Hey, these have coal barrels. We're working on day 2 of the train game. And sweating to death because it's so warm, man. So warm here. It's funny, this guy has individual assets for sale. Yeah, I don't know why these materials are so bad. Oh yeah, right. We need to actually set the. We turn off the music. This is the new game on the train game. Yeah, let's turn the music off because it's killing me. How long is a jam? It's not a jam. It's a little product I want to actually release in 3 months. This is like, there's a game that my son likes playing on Roblox, and I'm going to use all of the code that I've already written from Unforgiven Space. I don't know, is there actually a train game, a train jam on the go? That'd be amazing if there was. I would totally, like, submit to it. It'd be funny if there was. But this is like a side project. I gotta dive deeper. Dive to a deeper level of animations of a player I have trying to do. Not looking forward to it. It's not fun. Yeah, it sucks, dude. I bought an asset pack on CG Trader yesterday. Paid a little bit of money for it, and there was no files. It just didn't. It wasn't real. It was fake. I'm like, really? Sucks. Yeah, the blend file for this sucks. Like, this one would work fine, actually, but I had to remap all the materials for it. I read the documentation. My brain wanted to run away after a few minutes reading. Yeah, I've had a lot of success today getting this character here in Blender. Or the female. And I'll try the male afterwards. But I assume it'll be the same. I gotta finish exporting these as well. As well as the caboose. There's a little bit of work for me to do, but it's fine. Nope. I used AutoRig Pro. And AutoRig Pro did a fantastic job. T-posing the character, going through all the processes, like, so good. So good. I actually feel, like after, let me go into the model here. Right, like I was able to pretty much map these one-to-one. I now see errors in my ways of Yo, can I become a mod? How's it going? Steam Elements but better 2K? No. I mean, you could eventually become a mod, but I highly think you're randomly going to stick around long enough to do that. Also, thanks for the follow. So right, the animation tree like fully works, which is great. I work for every streamer. If you're in every streamer's stream, how can you focus on them? Oh no, the crouch animations are broken. Seat's taken. Yeah, why is the crouch messed up? Animation not found. Crouch, crouch, walk back, crouch, walk forward. Wait, I was supposed to focus? Wait, how is that even doing it? Hang on. So even in like this one, load. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I don't have all of the animations loaded. This was the original character that I imported. Clothes all torn up. It's because the clothes is clipping. Clothes is clipping because of the export settings. This is like one of the original models. Because I wanted to make this simple, I went and used models from Make Human. Make Human is pretty awesome. And brought them into Blender, and they probably would have done, but I would have had to create some type of Western theme for them. And, you know, that would have took a lot of time. So I think I need to add these randomly. New library. How is the other one set up? So this, how is this one set up? Character model, animation to player, manage animations. So there is a crouch set. Oh, it's built in. So I'm gonna save this as crouch animations. And then we'll bring these in. I declined being a mod. Rev offered money, but I demanded peanuts. So it still doesn't find... Why does it look for adjustable mannequin when on the import settings it actually should have done it? I feel like actually that's something I should have done from day one. And I know it's actually like this and this is like stuff about Unforgiven Space is way back when I did the original characters, like this one. I should have imported in the base rig, and maybe I'll do it now. So when we re-import this, we have this adjustable mannequin, and this is going to mess up all my animations. But in the scene, this should have imported as a skeleton. But even is this game? What do you mean? What? This is Rail Raiders. This is Rail Raiders, man. Rail Raiders is the new thing. We have a male and female. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So you have to survive on the railroad track the longest is the goal. So right now we're just in gray box with male and female characters. So it's just a first-person game where you have to kill, like, you know, weird zombies, bandits, you know, stupid shit at night, find fuel, put fuel on the train, and last as long as you can. It's a one-to-one copy of the Roblox version. You gotta fix that gravity. It's so weird. Listen, it's perfect, okay? So, you know, the idea is that this train is actually a zone. Here, if we run over to the real train. Oh no. Did I break it? I'm breaking it. But why is the gravity not working here? What is up with the gravity? All other scale up when you the gravity was set very weak, but because this is still all of the old code from the zone systems thing, where gravity is actually applied by a gravity volume around this little area. There's no code changes to this whatsoever. So the gravity is still like whatever it is, 0 probably on the thing. Oh no, I did actually separate the gravity. I don't know why the gravity seemed so weak then. It was 9.8, but you know, I did turn it back on. And we can nuke this gray box train because I kind of already went past that. So this is like my little very, you know, simple sprint Mega Train game. Yeah, so just use a world boundary shape instead. Oh yeah, right. We're redoing the. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that. we're gonna redo the player. We'll use this project as a prototype for it, because I've already set it up now. So we're re-importing as a skeleton 3D, so we'll no longer be dealing with the mannequin mesh, and then we'll have to re-import the animations to retarget. And we're crashed. Yeah, so this is much better, but we need to figure out where this guy was saved. So this will be the new player model. Man, it's too bad it actually like messes up the originals, like the child-parent relationships of them, because it gets rid of the meshes that these were originally in under. So these are relative. Okay, let's undo this real quick. So let's put chest under chest bone. Shoulder, camera. And there should be the same relative positioning. Maybe. No. Yeah, so these are all messed up. So I'm going to take these from the other model. So in this model, these are all fine. So in this character model, we'll take this, throw them there. And then we'll redo chest bone. Why? I don't know why there's an armature mesh. When the skeleton 3D is the armature mesh. I wonder if I had to re-import the animations. Because, like, this is unique. Animation player, animation tree, animation player is now going to use the character model root node. Yes. Because the idea is to get rid of all the node references. Like, we just want this to always be character model for each one. So that, like, when we're bringing in other characters, all animation paths should be exactly the same. If we end up having to have another node, in between skeleton 3D and the base node, right? Then if the mesh isn't reparented to the child of the mesh skinned, then scalability kind of goes out the window, or the way to scale it. And this is a good lesson to learn now to apply back to Unforgiven space. Because what I tried to do today, which I've kind of succeeded in, was rebind this character. So I did the same thing, I created a new character model, and everything was all perfectly fine, and the animations were fine, and the animations are technically bound to general skeleton as a unique path, which makes the animations work, but they still have these root references in the animations. They still work. They just give me warnings that hey, you know, we are doing this based upon general animation, but we're doing root general animation. Or in this case, the original animations, when they were imported for adjustable mannequin, right, like armature. Like there's always that extra node in between. And they would work because, you know, when they were imported in the Godot and they were fixed, the animations themselves, if you look at the animation player, right, they do use the root general skeleton, right, like when they're retargeted, this general skeleton that it's looking for under root. But if we re-import them all and we keep the skeleton under the model and we make this all be, you know, just referenced from general skeleton and below, then I won't have the issues. Because, you know, I thought it was going to work perfectly, and it did kind of work perfectly, but it gives me a ton of errors now in the animation tray. So I'm going to have the same issues in Unforgiven space. Like I want character models to be extremely easy to swap out. You know, the whole point of this code was to just like be able to just create a character model, stick a character model class on it, bind all the dependencies. So in the character model, the artist sets up these bone attachments, and the child is the path difference between the bone and where the node is. And we should be able to save these out to a scene, right? Because they'll all be kind of the same, right? We have a shoulder attachment, chest attachment. They're used for the guns, and you know, bring them in, you know, and set them up on the character model. And once the dependencies, like the mesh in this case, for like the hat, is just whatever mesh we decide to change colors based on multiplayer. Because right now we just have a simplified multiplayer system. So, you know, that's like what I'm trying to solve right now, like in the project, because it's going to affect how I scale the main game as well. So it was easy to kind of slowly get them in there. I do have to change the glossiness of the eyes. They're a bit kind of crazy. There's a few like shader stuff I would like to do down the road. But like we have full character customization options. So like this would be kind of cool, like ultimately once we get to that level. So very annoying. But anyway, now that I've kind of done the same, I'll do the same for her as well. So hopefully now the character model will be now working perfectly fine going forward. And I'll just do a little test here on the server, because there should still be there should be 2 characters in the scene. Yes, not all of our animations are working, but the main character we're seeing. Oh yeah, and they're backwards inside the character. The music's cool. I really wish you guys could hear it, but I'm going to turn it off for now. Title music can be disabled, because it's playing like 5 times over and kind of annoying. I just realized I'm still on the Godot Discord. Okay. So character model is facing the wrong direction. Yeah, so because this is not inverted, this mesh needs to be flipped. And really, we'll just flip the skeleton. There we go. They're facing the right direction. They're good. The only thing I fear is all the network properties of this thing are now reset. And they'll need to be removed again. Yep. Because the animation player was right, so this was like the fallacy. It's when doing these, right? We're looking for this old adjustable mannequin, which is like what we don't want to retarget against. We just want to target against Skeleton 3D and not the root. Yeah, I think it's gonna take a little bit to fix. Because already the fingers are kind of weird on this character. and the other character is not synchronizing. Yeah, all of their network paths are now like totally out of whack. Right, because left foot OK is broke. Because this, even the naming convention and all this stuff is kind of terrible. Because I've already had it defined, like even in the player. So this is great, right? Like here, I created like IK hand left and IK hand right. But that's not what they were originally called. Yeah, so these are now going to be correct. So movement, blend position. Approach, blend condition. Uncrouch. And crouch on position. And just rotation, the position, the base rotation, and the indicator position. And the indicator position should now be in the right cast. And not in the character model. So now characters are syncing again. Not their actor versions of themselves, but just themselves. The look IK is working. But their yeah, their fingers are. I wonder why the fingers ended up importing so weird. Maybe the map's not right for them. So we just need to fix the same with the actor. IK, why are we still looking for IK left foot? Or is it still looking for adjustable mannequin? They still need to be re-imported with the main animations themselves. So it was a meow. Yeah, and it loses the two. That's what I hate about it. I hate that it loses the references, like the relative reference to the original bone once the re-import process happens. So putting things inside the general skeleton. That's why these need to be outside, and then using external reference, and then we'll have like that way we can change the external reference in runtime to match the by bone name. So the this hierarchy here, which has been reset, doesn't mess up. Because otherwise you have to like override pose and on override pose to snap it in place. So this weird offset in between them kind of becomes weird. So these are being nuked. And I'll just copy them from the other player. Yeah, because then like we lost all of the weapon mounts from those bone attachments as well. Right, which is super annoying. Yeah, so these are still fine. So you have to like reset the bone index and then like on override the pose, which is like weird, but it makes sense. So then you get your camera, like gimbal working fine again. This is fine. This is fine. Right, now this is working. Like when I do the male in the future, this will be kind of awesome. Because it should just be general skeleton under character model, and that should be the rule. And then no more will we use like the animation paths. Alright, so the animation is crouch, walk forward. So if we load in the crouch library now. Oh yeah, because they're called crouch animations. Alright, so now we can sneak. Oh, look, it's so annoying, right? And this is working fine. Yeah, so that means there's still going to be a bunch more stuff I'm going to have to do real quick. And I'm going to have to do all of this in the main build. So we're still not syncing all of the animations. So look at interesting. Wait, now the crouch ones are. Oh, wait, what? All the crouch ones are actually syncing fine for both. On the real self and the actor. The look IK is broke. So the IK reset these. Okay, so the player, player actor, IK needs the IK left hand, IK right hand from the character model, which we don't have. I'm just gonna move these back in. IK hand left, IK hand right. Sculptor modifier must be if these nodes only need bone references, I think the IK nodes, at least temporarily, can actually be responsible for going into the model. And they should use this naming convention, because these are going to get replaced very soon. So IK hand left, IK hand right. In like Yoda speak. And then for these rotation, the base rotation, the gimbal rotation, this looks now synced. Equipment, hanger, suit, IK node, equipment slots. So, like, crouch it works. Interesting that all of the crouch stuff works fine. But not the, not the look IK. I don't know what is looking for left foot IK. We don't need left foot IK anymore. These are gonna give errors until we straighten them out. I don't think we're syncing anything with that. These are now broke for the player. Yeah, I don't think we need this one here. So there is a thumb 01. Yeah, there's 3 thumbs. Oh, that's why. This is gonna be so annoying to do for the main game now. But these bugs in these characters are. Now I understand why the hands were kind of being really weird with Mixamo animations. Because it was just my character that's messed up, not necessarily. Yeah, it was my little test rig. Because the default character is working perfect with the same animations. Yeah, so the crouch animations are working fine. So it is not synced then. Right, the movement blend position and the crouch blend position is all that really needs. Idle, moving, sitting. These can be unchanged. But these two are all distinct. And I'm wondering if the actors don't even need this. Yeah, so we're setting the actor's animations. We're driving it from the character anyway. I'm gonna do something. File, save as.
This one.
Oh, thanks. Offline. And we're gonna nuke the synchronizer. And then on the client, I'm gonna throw in the offline one. Because I feel that's a client side thing. Or maybe not. So they're clients. Okay, theory. What? Like, I need this to stop referencing the old mannequin. Filter not in use. Yeah, so animation data is binary. Let me get rid of all this V2 stuff. How do I like read? Like, it's so weird, man. Like, it all works. The animations are like being so weird. Like, do I have to just resave these? Rebake the animation? So I just need to go through these and save them. Because they're all based upon the general skeleton, which is what we want. Right, is this what we had to do? Just kind of go through and save them? Because it's not like they're not working. Right? That's the weird thing. These are all correct. But they still have that old data. I don't know, you just open them up and save them, I guess. I don't know if we're supposed to be doing anything else to save them. Optimize animations, has no undo. I don't know. I'm gonna just go through them. Yeah, this loot was actually broke. I remember this one. Like, as I'm saving these, they seem to be kind of fixing themselves. Right, it's trying to resolve adjustable mannequin general skeleton. Is it the root? Right, because it's root node. Clear. Right? Reset and save. Hey Deus, how's it going? Welcome to an Unforgiven Space side project called Rail Raiders. It's copying a Roblox game that my son loves to play. Very, very simple project, and it's exposing a lot of errors in my modular system for adapting multiple characters in the main game. So like everything that I'm doing right now is well, I was in another game dev stream where we argued about philosophy, and I kept getting insulted by this streamer. What was the context? I love arguing. It wasn't about AI, was it? Yeah, I'm not sure how we even fix this. Maybe reopen the project? Is it one of those like magically fixed once we reopen project type scenarios? Rail, because that's like they're binary, so there's no way of really fixing those paths. Other than re-importing the original FBXs, the whole point of extracting them was to not have to deal with that. And I can get rid of the warnings, but it's still looking for adjustable mannequin, and we're not like that's not what we want. Like, do I have to bake it out? I don't want to bake it out, right? Because it's going to like create a. Right, we're just creating more data if we bake them out. So I said human reality is construct. You can't trust senses. He said, well, you can't trust anything then. His stance was that you can trust your senses, and because of that, the way that you see it is the way that it is. And if that's the case, any evidence that show that reality is not the way you perceive things should be objective too. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think we're very soon about to cross the threshold where virtual reality itself is subjective. And if virtual reality is indistinguishable from a reality, what is the probability that we've both, that we're not already in a virtual world, just due to the sheer nature of how easy it was for us to get to that point in the first place? When I brought it up, well, let's just say nothing got answered. Oh, I love philosophical questions. Do what? Let me find Dying Place. So, like, this was the Dying Place original animation. I don't want to have to re-import these again if I have to retarget them. I can't trust senses, so how can I trust absolutely anything? The other side, if you can trust senses, then you can trust evidence that show that reality is not what you sense it to be. Am I missing something? No. Whether we want this to be deterministic playback option, linear. This warning can be disabled, yeah, but we shouldn't need to resolve like this track if we're using like General Skeleton as a unique name. It's weird. Is there a gap in my reasoning? Am I the only person who sees it? I think people generally like to assume their reality is real. It's probably like an essential complex to that. Like, we trust that reality is the way it is, probably due to survival instincts and things like that. Like, I know if you've ever been on a really bad drug trip, you know, whenever you blend the lines between like what is a daydream and what is reality. You know what I mean? and things become kind of crazy. I guess I can turn. I'll just turn off the warning. I hate this. There's gotta be a way of retargeting these without the warnings. Right? Because that means the assumption now. Right? Is I'll have to I had to re-import them. I'll have to re-import all these animations again on our new general skeleton retargeted meshes. And that's just gonna be annoying. You know what I mean? Just because there's a bug. When everything works. Boy. Right, and I hate that it messes up all of these synchronization properties as well. Ooh, side project. Hey, how's it going, Aaron? We are working on a competitive first-person train game based on a side. It's I guess a Roblox game. Hey, practical. Right, but we need to get we have to get a lot of this stuff kind of all set up. How's it going, practical? Hey, Octo. So that's what we're doing. This is a side project to help kind of read, you know, a bit of a learning experience. Everything we're doing here. Let me switch this back to the full widescreen here. Is really still the same code of my main game. And right now I'm trying to get the new female and male characters in. And they visibly look to be animated locally, but they need to be fully synchronized. So we're not seeing them. So the TLDR of this game, this is based on a Roblox game where you have to survive the night on a train. You pretty much join with 4 people or 8 people. You start off in like a little town. You go buy your supplies. You buy barrels of coal. You throw barrels of coal into the train. You fill up the fuel supply, and you grab everything you need. And you try to to survive as long as you can and get as far as you can on the train. Right, so pretty much every 10 kilometers, there's like another little randomized town that you can stop in. You can offload anything you found, raiding stuff along the way. Right, and like, you know, there's like in the Roblox version, there's like zombies and stuff, and you kill them, and you can use them as fuel and a few other things. But you know, day and night cycle. In the nighttime, everything tries to kill you, and it's a lot more dangerous. You have to kind of bunker into the train, and that's kind of the gist. It's obviously a lot less detailed in Roblox, so I'm just grabbing some art assets, and we're just going to make this little simple game where that's kind of the idea, right? It's reusing a lot of the first-person controller, a lot of the animations, a lot of the systems. And what this will allow me to do is do a pretty quick release. Like, I have all the assets I need for this, pretty much, with the exception of a few things. So there's a little bit of blendering they'll need to do for like the town models and a few other things. But that's kind of the idea, is just to, right, just simple little, you know, leaderboard game where it's just, you know, take 3 or 4 people, work together, and ignore the gravity. The gravity is from Space Game, you know. There's a lot of Space Game, you know, stuff still here because it's the same code, right? So that's the TLDR of what we're doing. Originally, this is the spaceship, and when you enter said spaceship, you get put inside the train. What space trains would go hard? We do have space trains in the game. The way the actual real game works is kind of similar, but so and I'll kind of show you why. Let me open the other project. There's bugs. So this is a technology that I made. So like Hunt Showdown, that you're so it's like Hunt Showdown that you like hire a fiber dev for like $5 for it. I don't know if I'm gonna get like a, you know, fiber dev for $5 to make an entire game, but let's go to zone system. So this was a zone system that I made for the main game, and I'm probably going to fail in showcasing this, but I'll find out. No, you're doing great. So this is how this works, right? So we have players, right? And they have like a different physical version of themselves. And what I'm going to try to do here is catch the ship on the next round. Okay, on the next round. Nope, I bugged it. And I closed it out. Bum 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 bum. Oh, it's our British standards? Okay, cool. And then I'll take a break. Did you hear a dog? There's a dog. Nope, I'm bugging it out. The issue is inside these little physics zones, there's walls, and they're like pushing the player. Ideally, there's only supposed to be like an entrance and an exit of these to make it like more simple, but I also need to like make them stop. But This is like probably a poor example of getting this to work, but because it's way too sporadic. Yeah, just getting yeeted around. Yeah, I will for videos. I no, it's just gonna mess me up. Okay, fine. We're not showing enough. Oh yeah, right. While I'm actually in here, let me just see if there's anything different about the client. So in the actor, we are synchronizing. New Elden Ring? Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know why we're synchronizing these animation conditions when we're not actually synchronizing the position. It's weird. Clarinet. So camera, Raycast 3D. Upper line, upper hand, upper arm, upper hand. Camera gimbal animation, position rotation. So that's all the same. Yeah, we need to figure out why the actors are not actually syncing their animations. So that's the game. The game is meant to be like just a quick little couple month, side project to just work on the side, solving unforgiven space problems in a very basic first-person, shooter. Same controller, same code. The only thing is, like, there's some differences, but the train is really like a spaceship that has like more spaceships following behind it, because they have their own internal zones, right, that you can go into, and like while you're inside a ship, you can walk around and do your thing, and right. So it's taking all that same code and utilizing it. So what's cool then is once you jump into the train, you're actually literally in the train. It's all like kind of like static, and then you can start like interacting with the controls that pushes the train forward. You can jump out, jump back in, and everything is stable when you're inside it. So when the cabooses are like going along around the tracks and stuff like that, it's like CFDs, right? Where the stability is fine. Let me go practical here. Okay, shut up as well. Random fly. There we go. Make sure you guys are following Practical NPC. Yeah, it's really weird because it's weird that they like the crouch animations are syncing. Right, and the main characters are like an actor is more like a visualization of a player. So we know that their movement is working. We know that. The IK obviously isn't working. In this case, now none of the crouch stuff is working. Let's just go through the errors real quick. So we know that yeah, I'm going to have to turn off these warnings for the I really wish I didn't have to re-import these animations now that I've retargeted them to the skeleton. That sucks. This warning can be disabled. Fine, we'll disable the warning. It's gonna bite us. It's going to bite us in the end. Alright, so there's a root bone on the server node, adding a child. Yeah, there's just some random IK fabric error. That's all we're really getting. Which is like nothing. Right, because we're supposed to be pushing all of this into the actor. And I don't think we are. Alright, camera setting to base gimbal 1, player actor. Yeah, and the whole gravity thing needs to be redone. Indicator visuals benign. Rip dog, I know. I think the dog got squat. What are you guys fighting for? No, they're fighting. Poor dog somewhere got hurt. Yeah, they're just fighting. You guys want to see a puppy? Yeah.
Come over. Here. Hang on. Do you want me to pick her up for you?
What?
Do you want me to pick you up? I'll pick her up for you.
Adobo! Look up here. The camera.
Okay, is it picking her up? Oh yes. Nice.
There's a doggo. She's like, why am I up? You don't break me up here.
It's now snupper time.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go get ready and raid someone here, guys. and I'll fix this weird multiplayer issue. It's very, yeah, because even the like these are supposed to be like client, like using the player's information to drive themselves, and not necessarily anything to do with multiplayer. Anyway, let's I'll end it here on the YouTube, and we'll go find someone to raid. Thanks again, Practical, for the raid. We're gonna work on this a little bit more over the weekend. I have a mining ship to finish, so I have the full mining ship in the main Unforgiven Space build now as a variant. So I'm pretty excited. It's like a full configuration, so that's gonna be neat. I would like to have a mining. I'd like to finish a mining gameplay loop over the weekend. So you should be able to go in. I'm going to give like 2 million credits, and you just buy a mining ship and play around with the mining ship. And right, it's just a module that gets attached. So this is a. Let's see if I can find the mining ship variant. Maybe the blend version will be better. Because this is just gray box. Yeah, this will be a mining variant. Ignore the police lights. That's a prototype for something else. But anyway, the mining variant is going to have tractor beams on the side, and then all of the internal storage is going to get converted. So there'll be like these storage tanks on the left and right. You can still get up through to the rest of the ship, but you'll lose a lot of utility for the mining module. But you still get like, 4 units of space. So you can put your beds in and all that stuff. Right, but it's pretty much just this big hopper that can kind of like pull in with the tractor beams, stuff you're breaking apart, and converts it into raw ore. And the idea then is you can reconfigure each of the medium-sized ships to be a mining variant. So I think it'll be cool, but we're going to play around with it the weekend. Because I realized like the tractor beams kind of sucked, and it wasn't quite, the regular variant just didn't have nowhere to put any mining ore, and like the storage, like I could put a hopper in the back, but then how do you get around the hopper? The only real way was to kind of like expand the ship a little bit, make it a bit wider. And the ship was designed to be able to haul things and be able to have VTOL engines that work around like extra mass. So I think this will be kind of cool. But it'll be, and it also like, it changes the thruster configuration a little bit. It just kind of brings the top thrusters down for the rear. So all the flight characteristics will be the same. So it'll be cool. We're gonna play around with it. We're gonna make a mining version. I'm gonna put some orange lights on it. It'll be neat. But anyway, let's go raid someone. Pursue Shane. Sane, dev guy. I'm gonna do a raid and run, grab food. We'll see you guys later.